And for those that aren't in maybe the program, what does fourth dimension mean in your world and maybe in the AANACA world as well?
Yeah, for sure. So, fourth dimension actually comes out of a 12-step program, Basic Text, and it is an excerpt that talks about being rocketed into a new dimension of purpose and happiness and usefulness. And that is a huge part of mine and Brady's recovery. Fourth dimension was always kind of a thing that we talked about. Like, we're in the fourth dimension. Can you believe how life is?
Yeah.
And then when we started the business, we thought, what the heck are we going to name this? What is this going to be about? And we decided from the beginning that our recovery and our story was going to be at the forefront of our business, because we wanted that visibility to also give people hope that, hey, I was a very low bottom drinker myself. I was hospitalized and jailed in institutions, and I didn't have a car or a home when I got sober. And to be able to step through all of that into sobriety and then start a business, the goal was to spread that recovery message, but also to rocket our clients' branding and their vehicles into another dimension. It unlocks a whole other level of creativity, and we're leaning into the space and astronauts, and we have aliens abducting cows on our walls. We are totally digging the vibe, and that's the fourth dimension.
That is amazing. Well, thank you. I know a lot of people, who aren't in a recovery program. I love that saying. And again, it's so personalized to you and Brady and people that you work with in the community to make it a piece of who you are, of course. But this wasn't always kind of what you had in mind. Which I know, I tell the story because this is pretty amazing.
Yes.
Like what you did before and what you wanted to do before.
Yeah. So when I got sober, my first sober job, which was terrifying, right? How am I going to do this?
What do you do?
I worked at the Denver Hospice, and I was in admissions, and that was just great perspective and seeing dignity with people when they're passing away and having compassionate care is everything. So I ended up in healthcare for a while, and I was a practice manager, and this was COVID time, right? So there was a moment during COVID when people were howling at the moon for healthcare workers, right? They were the heroes. Then there was a very quick moment where healthcare workers were
the opposite.
Zeros. And healthcare systematically there's a lot of issues with it. And I was so burned out. I was a practice manager. I was training other practice managers in family practice, pediatrics, internal med. And I came home one day and I looked at Brady and I said, I can't do it. And he has been an auto broker for the last 25 years. And this was also the chip shortage. So he was building and selling brand new vehicles that were hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it was going to take 9 months for them to be built. Right. So he was working on a net 14 months, which is pretty tough way to live. And so we looked at each other and we said, let's do something different. And we didn't know what it was. So we had a very dear friend, and he's still a mentor of our business daily. I even talked to him last night. I said, I'm calling you because I need a grown-up. And we had reached out to him early on, and Brady said, hey, I want to do something different. Not asking you for money, because this person's a very successful entrepreneur that invented an app that he then later sold for over $20 million. So when we approached him, it wasn't, hey, can we have some, we didn't even want investment money. We just wanted to figure out what we wanted to do.
Sure.
And he was, again, so generous with his time. And he put us through a series of exercises of what's adjacent to your industry. And how do you feel about that on a scale of 1 to 10 right now? Go home, research for a week, come back, tell me how you feel on a scale of 1 to 10. And so vinyl wrap came up. We had a Slingshot, which is like a 3-wheel, no doors, no roof, Polaris. We were trying to get wrapped. We were calling around, and we were having a hard time getting someone answering our call. I said, Brady, are we going to have to beg somebody to take our money? And he was like, And so we went back to John Rossi, and that was one of the 2 choices. The other choice, which maybe it will be another life, was bounty hunters. I wanted to be Dog the Bounty Hunter and his wife so bad. I'm good at online sleuthing.
Nice.
We decided the danger wasn't worth it. So we went back with vinyl wrap. And we've had a family friend that had experience doing vinyl wrap. So we brought him on day zero. His name's Colin. He's an installer for us to this day. And he truly joined the business with us before we even knew what the business was. And just from that time, we've just been learning and soaking up like sponges all of this information on how to make it work. And so, yes, it was a sorted entry into the industry. But daily I look around and I think we really made it to where we were meant to be in this world.
Does that sink in when you tell the story? Like when you go from where you were, no house, no job, oh my gosh, where is my life, to winning all of these. I say this cautiously because I sometimes say like, yay, awards are awesome, but it's a tribute to you in such a short period of time. You're a homeowner, you're a business owner, kicking butt, and a role model for a lot of people in the community. Does that sink in with you at all?
When I pause long enough to realize, but yes, it does. When I was driving here thinking the same stream of thought where you are of, I can't believe that there's anybody that would want to sit down and listen to my story if I was thinking through the mind of me before I got sober in 2016.
Right.
And I'm coming up on a sobriety birthday. For me, those always kind of like shake things up for a couple months before, because it's just such a place of extreme gratitude.
I love that.
And here I am getting emotional. It's unbelievable. And I didn't do it by myself. And I've had family friends and friends in the program who've just kicked my ass in the right way that I needed.
Sure.
And just by the little thing of living in the solution and doing the next right thing, this life has opened up. And if anyone's listening and they're struggling or they don't know what's next, or you are combating issues with drug addiction or alcohol or food addiction even, whatever it may be, there's a hand out there that's willing to help. And that's what really keeps me going, is turning back around and helping someone else.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's crazy. I look at my husband sometimes, and when really good things happen for the business, we kind of like, how did this happen? You know, and it's just it's great to be able to celebrate those wins together.
I totally agree. It is, man. You bring up so many things. Like it's how you handle, like you have peaks and valleys, of course, and what are you doing with the valley? And it's what I tell my loved ones and my 6-year-old son, is that there's always a solution, no matter what, no matter where you are in life, go find it. Do you want to live in the problem? We all know what the problem is, right? It's usually staring us in the face, and then it's going, now what? And how quickly can you get to that to be efficiently and be effective and to reach out and have community and loved ones around you?
Totally. And I think part of it too is I am almost like the opposite of imposter syndrome sometimes. Maybe it's delusional, I don't know. But if I see something that I want to do, like we wanted to start our sustainability program, or we decided we were going to design and print our wraps and we didn't know how, and we have, a printer is a $30,000 investment and we're just going to learn. My husband and I have this, it might be delusion, maybe there's a better word for it, but just why not us? Why couldn't we?
Of course.
Why we can learn. We see all sorts of business owners all the time. And it's not about what you know, it's not about your background. It's truly about that same core thing of a huge issue comes up. How are we going to handle it? And how are we going to handle it with the most grace and trying to do right by people?
For sure. I love reinventing the wheel. I feel exactly the same way that you do. It's to be unique in a world where it sometimes is hard. And I know why a lot of people tend to go the same road the same route that everyone does. It's sometimes easier, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There's less rocks that are going to get thrown at you. You're not going to get hit in the face with a couple trees. Sometimes the scratches and dents, and that's
Yeah.
probably why they come to you. They're like, let's make it pretty again.
Right.
But to make it your own, there's
Yeah.
so much gratitude. I love that you said that. So much gratitude to say, you know, man, this was blood, sweat, and tears, and that's just the beginning of it, but it's ours.
Right.
And we can claim it as our own and make it your own and
Yes.
say, and how can we actually, if someone comes to us with a problem, let's go wrap this differently. So, I mean, I want people to go to the Facebook page. I have to talk about this real quick. This is so beautiful, the G-Wagon. It's a full wrap.
Yes.
So I want to go into kind of different services that you provide.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and this is so pretty. So again, Fourth Dimension Wraps and Graphics Facebook page. And it's not so, I love that you're like, it's social media. This is easy. And I'm like, oh, I don't think so. You have beautiful angles and you do it so perfectly. And this is a full wrap
Yes.
of this car.
Yeah, so that G-Wagon started white.
Okay.
And that is actually a colored paint protection film wrap. So we're in the world of vinyl and paint protection film. And there's a really cool change happening in our industry right now, that paint protection film used to be called Clear Bra. Then that's the one PC change the automotive industry's ever made, is they call it paint protection film instead of Clear Bra now. But there is colored paint protection film that can go and wrap an entire vehicle, and the benefits are insane. The wrap lasts literally from 5 years of a vinyl wrap to 10 years for paint protection film. It has self-healing technology. It's ceramic infused, which gives UV protection and that hydrophobic, like after you, like a really nice wax on your car.
Okay.
And then the water and dirt can just slide off super easily.
That is amazing.
So
Okay.
yes, so paint protection film, colored paint protection film, that's the new wave. I'm thinking 6 years.
Okay.
Vinyl wraps of color changes will be almost non-existent, except for people who maybe like to change it up frequently.
Okay.
But to make that investment and have it last, that's an important thing. But we also a lot in the commercial space in terms of vehicle graphics, everything from your spot graphics to full wraps, wall graphics and signage, and pretty much we joke that if it sticks, we'll wrap it. I have an electrician that has 11 generators that he got from a branch of the military that all camo, and he reached out and said, what can we do to make these look better? I'm like, how much time do you have? We can do all sorts of things. So the commercial graphic space, we do a lot for different businesses, all the way down to decals.
Okay.
And then in the private space, the color change wraps and paint protection film, ceramic coating and paint correction. So basically everything to get vehicles just super, super customized.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So for those of you that own a business or are part of a business with lots of trucks, lots of cars, I mean, you guys, they're all over the place. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Is to have the fleet of trucks, vans, cars, whatever it is to come in.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on the personal side, I mean, it is so inventive. I've never seen anything like what you guys do it. And it's in-house, which is also super rare and amazing. Like they just come and give you their car and like make it look exactly how I want. And truly, I hope you all go on their Facebook page, and they're absolutely so amazing. And you all are so meticulous too, and almost perfectionists. Is that all of you, or is that you or Brady or just everyone that's, I mean, man, these cars are sexy.
It depends on the,
Like
right?
Ford Mustang.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Love it.
yeah, and that Mustang was such a blast. It depends on the project and what's going on, who is the perfectionist, but all of us can slide into that, which can be really difficult because at the end of the day, it truly is not paint, right? It is, and I have to tell my guys this, and I don't mean to reduce my entire industry or my team, but when things get very stressful, it's like, this is a giant sticker. It can be removed, it can be replaced. We can walk 4 steps to the printer and reprint. And so that's what's nice too, is the versatility of vinyl, especially for businesses that may be facing a rebrand or all of those things, that the vinyl can come off and be rebranded.
That's a very good point. I didn't think about that. yeah, that it must be, because I had it, this is way back in the day. I mean, this is, not way back, early 2000s. And I had like the knife scraping it off of,
Yeah.
and I had, no, for those of you that are listening and watching, don't do what I did. I did my entire back window of a flag. Really hard to see out of it.
Yeah.
But I literally like was scraping it
Yeah.
off, and now it's so nice that you can be versatile.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
take it
and
back
the
off.
technology
And-
in vinyl has, I mean, it's amazing, the technology that's in the film.
Yeah.
And that makes it easy to remove. We work a lot with Avery Dennison Films. We love Avery Dennison. That's my plug.
Nice.
Everyone knows we're the Avery Dennison shop. But they have a great film that when they're testing it, they're not only testing the durability and what it does in conditions and conditions by climate, right? Because Colorado is very different experience for your wrap versus Southern California. But they also research what the removal process looks like and,
Right.
and ensuring that we can take that wrap off and it doesn't damage the paint. A lot of people are leasing vehicles now, and we wrap a ton of leased vehicles, and there's no concern at all. I mean, I've rewrapped my Jeep probably 4 times in the last year. It's an easy switch
Yeah.
out.
And I have seen actually some of your wall graphics.
Yeah.
And they're so perfect. I've never seen anything like it. So, I mean, for those of you that are branding on your business, we all do that. I mean, branding and marketing and all of our logos are everywhere.
Yeah.
And to be not only on your car, but on your walls. And you do the big signage as well. So real estate agents, I mean, who else can use this type of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, in the past week, we've worked with a home improvement company, general contractors, an electrician, auto service center. I mean, that's just been this week. So,
Yeah. Jeez.
and I didn't even mention that we do storefronts, and that's an important piece too. Is that getting people into your location, especially if you're brick and mortar. And
Right.
it's hard for brick and mortar right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, people need to know where you are, what you do. I mean, that's a big component of it. I want to pivot a little bit because
Okay.
you have 2 events that are coming up.
Yes.
This Saturday, which is August 23rd,
Yes.
you all are going to be at the Englewood Block Party.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
and you, the Fourth Dimension, is going to be in the middle. You're going to be in the lounge, right?
Yes, so I am on the board of the Englewood Chamber of Commerce, and this is Englewood's Block Party, which is always the biggest hit of the year.
Last year, I
Tony-
think we had 10,000 people.
It's unbelievable. Tony and the team
It's-
at Englewood just kill it every year. And so I will be with the Englewood Chamber at the Sobo Lounge, which sounds bougie because it is.
It's bougie.
And it's a vibe. And it's a nice spot that we will be serving some cocktails. But that there's places for seating, and it's kind of in the middle of the action, but where you have your own general space, which is nice. But such a great event, and the chamber always has tons of. I mean, the Englewood Chamber is amazing. It's such a great group of people. So
Agreed.
there's a ton of great different sponsors and business owners, and K4CO Radio.
We will be there too, broadcasting live. Last year we were there. It was our longest broadcast to date, which is so fun. It's just, it's like 8 hours of, it's family fun. I know the lounge can be, adult beverages will be there, but they had this bubble machine last year, and I saw hundreds of kids, and it's this huge bubble machine, and vendors and food and stages with different acts that are performing all the time. And I mean, truly, I think it was around 10,000 people last
It was
year.
great.
It's so community
So
involvement.
great.
Very
And
cool.
I loved that we were close to the stage. So we'll be located right in front of Diggable,
Okay.
and that's where the main stage was-ish last year, if I believe.
Okay.
And I loved that after the performers would perform that they would be interviewed with you all and to learn a little bit more about their story and about what they're about, which I just think was such a cool opportunity for those performers that did such an amazing job.
Oh, they did. We're still in contact with them, of course. The community is such a big component. So, for those of you that are here in Colorado and want something to do with the family, I know school is either just starting or about to start. Get out and eat really good food and be with community and hear great music. So again, this is off Broadway. Do you know the exact kind of blocks of Broadway? It's not as far north as Hamden.
Right?
Correct?
Yep. And then it goes, I would say, almost to Floyd.
Okay.
To Floyd on
Cool.
Broadway.
The
Yeah.
Englewood Block Party is pretty amazing.
So fun. See you there.
See, I know. Well, yeah, we'll see you there. This is pretty cool. Here's a shout out to you. So David Cordova just sent in a message saying Cassandra, Joe, and Brady Mann take great pride in their work. Very professional with every project they do at Fourth Dimension Wraps. Keep up the great work.
Oh,
So
cool.
shout out to you, David.
Thank you, David.
And one other event that's coming up, Cars and Courage.
Yes.
Which is super exciting. This is going to take place August 30th. So
Correct.
that's the following weekend.
Yes.
This is 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And this will be in your stomping grounds.
Yep, over in our hood.
Yeah. So I'll in your hood. I like it. So tell us about Cars and Courage. And I know you're
Yeah.
partnering with the Crisis Center too.
Yes, definitely. So Sabrina at the Crisis Center, for the past year and a half, I keep saying, we need to do a women's car show, a girl power day, and I want to raise some money for what you guys do. And so finally we were able to make it happen this year. She's as busy as you and I, which is insane, right? But the Crisis Center, such an amazing organization. So they provide 24-hour crisis hotline. They have a shelter. They have resources. They have upcoming legal support. And all of the services that they offer to survivors of domestic violence. And it's 100% free, which just is so amazing. And working with Sabrina in the last couple weeks, I've really leaned in and learned more about what they do. And it's just wildly impressive. And it also is a really tough situation. And the goal of the day is awareness. It's a free event. We will be accepting donations. Everything for the day, vendors, everything, 100% goes to the Crisis Center. And they'll be there, and we'll be having kind of our Girl Power Day. And it's just been amazing, though, to learn about what a difficult situation women are in. Men also are in as well. So it's not only for women. But Sabrina was giving me some stats that blew my mind, that the average partner, when they're attempting to leave an abusive situation, it takes 7 attempts, 7 times to get out. And a lot of that is financial abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. It feels like there's no way out.
For sure.
And the goal for us is to get them some visibility and obviously some funds to keep doing what they're doing. So it's a great community day, another K4CO event that you will be with us. And we're just, awareness is the main thing we're trying to do, and have it be a day for community, and maybe a day that somebody finds a resource that changes their life.
Completely. That's what it's all about, right? It's to educate, bring awareness to it. We had the lovely Sabrina in with 2 other gals that are in the similar field to help in domestic violence. And it is pretty incredible why, and this is to anyone, if you are, thank you for saying that, if you are suffering from addiction of any sort, if you need help, if you are in a situation, you can remain anonymous. We had Sabrina on for an interview for a Sunday sit down about a month ago, and it was great. We had some people actually chime in that were anonymous, just saying, I need help, where do I go? So I know you and I are both so community oriented, so we are here, we know the nonprofit world really well, so sorry to divert us a little, but I always think just let us know if we can help you, because
100%.
We are here for those resources. But
totally. And my business, for our social media, for our website, for everything, we put recovery right in the front. And there are many times that we'll post about, hey, the owner celebrated 10 years today, or whatever, and we get a message, and we're able to help that person, or at least say, hey, we get it, and you don't have to feel like this forever.
Right.
There's a way out. And so I'm glad that we're touching on that, because that phone number is not only to call us to sign up to get some really badass wraps, but anyone that needs help and that wants to be led in the right direction or get the right resources, that number is there for that too.
I love it. Well, for those of you just tuning in, we have Cassandra Mann here with Fourth Dimension Wraps and Graphics. Phone number, I know you can see it on the ticker tape, but for those of you that aren't watching and just listening, it's 720-803-8700. This gal is absolutely amazing. Just sit down with her and you're going to fall in love with her, and then you're going to want a badass wrap for your car is what's going to happen. Well, we talked about recovery, but also you guys live by 3 principles.
Yes.
Tell us about those, why you chose those.
Yeah.
What do they mean to you personally and for your business?
Yeah, for sure. So the three are be helpful, spread kindness, and unlock creativity. And I think we've hit on be helpful enough, right? It's get out of yourself and do the right thing. And the classic universal understanding of the more you give, the more you get, right? Mm-hmm. But that's also being helpful to our clients. So as we're talking as our business here, it's people come to us and they have no idea anything about the wrap world. Mm-hmm. And I always say, that's totally fine. And I would love for you to ask a million questions and do your research. And that's an important part of the structure of our business is that customer service and that just truly, hey, maybe you could think about this. Or, you know, if someone comes to us and wants to do full clear paint protection film, we'll say, you don't need to do that because you're not going to have rocks hitting the back of your car, right? So sometimes we're too helpful. I would say maybe that's why.
No, it's good.
But that's an important piece too.
I wanted to go over like the design process.
Yeah.
And what is, I go through your three principles first. Be helpful, spread kindness. And
spread kindness.
Yes. And unlock creativity.
Spread kindness. It's the way that we want to live. Also, the things that we live by is kind of what we're hoping to manifest in our clients and in our customers too, and set the vibe of that we're going to work on this together. We'll be kind to you. And we want you to be kind to us.
Right.
But the last one is unlock creativity, in which we haven't really talked about the design process yet.
Yeah.
But there are a million different types of wraps, and in terms of design and coverage and all of those things. And we really encourage people to come to us that have an off-the-wall idea. If someone calls and I hear them on the phone and they're like, I don't know, I have this kind of off-the-wall idea. We're like, come on down.
Yeah.
So we've done everything from anime wraps that have Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z on each side.
You lost me, but it sounds really cool.
Yeah, totally. I didn't know anything about it. And now I'm, and that wrap actually has won several awards for best wrap at many different car shows. It'll be at our car show on August 30th.
Okay.
And I would love for you to see that. But we love an off-the-wall project, an off-the-wall idea, or to help someone that doesn't have that creativity. A lot of business owners come and, like we worked for a plumber recently, and he said, I want to do a wrap. I know it works, but I have no idea what I want. I was like,
yeah,
let's
tell us about your business. Yeah.
Buckle up. Let's go. Let's tell your brand story.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
How long if you want the full thing wrapped, what does that process look like? So you have the design process, which could take 20 minutes of brainstorming or longer, depending on the person.
Right.
So
depending
for me,
on how many
if I'm like,
people
hey,
approving.
I want exactly. Hey, I want pink. Oh, I want rainbow. I want blue with a splash of purple. So that is a process. But just for the wrap, can you get that done in a day? No?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Sorry, I have no idea.
Yeah, I know. See, this is perfect.
Novice.
This is okay. So essentially the design process.
Okay.
That can take anywhere truly from first proof over. Yep, let's do it. I trust you. Let's roll. And then the print process. Now, printing takes a couple days as well.
Okay.
We have a new Epson SureColor printer. And the reason that we got said printer is color consistency.
Okay.
And so we now that, we have brands that we've been wrapping their vehicles for the last 3 years. We had an HP printer that wasn't super consistent. So we upgraded to an eco solvent so that we can keep that consistency through. But when the print is off the printer, it takes time to off gas before we can laminate it.
Okay.
So that takes a couple days. Then the vehicle gets into the shop and my guys do the check-in. They take pictures of everything. Even the odometer, all of that gets sent to the client just for peace of mind of, hey, this was all here. And a lot of times people see that in my peace of mind.
We're not Ferris Buelling your car.
Yeah. And we don't have time to be cruising around. And so then I have a certified ASE mechanic that actually does what's called R&I, which is remove and install. Okay. So he removes the headlights, the taillights, the door handles. And to do that, he takes off the door panels to take off the door handles, the mirrors, if those are necessary. So he starts basically, we joke and we're like, the more naked, the better, right? to get everything prepped. And once those things are off, the wrap itself takes maybe 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
And then then putting everything back together. So generally a full wrap will have a drop off on a Monday and cruising out on a Friday afternoon. With
Awesome.
Either rebranded full new commercial wild wrap.
Okay.
Or those color change wraps we talked about too.
And that's probably one of the bigger projects that you do is a full wrap. Is that fair to
Yes.
say?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want like one door logo,
Uh-huh.
is that how long of a process would that be?
That's significantly smaller.
Okay.
Yes, and we love to offer that too because some people. Hey, we own a small business. We get it. You got a budget where you got a budget, right?
Yeah.
And some people don't want to be too loud, which I don't understand because that's how I live my life. I'm like, but you have a whole car.
Make a statement.
Right,
Gosh.
for sure. But that can take like half a day. We prep. We still will make sure the paint's in really good shape. We iron decon it, pull the iron out of the paint, clay bar it so
my
it's
God.
soft because vinyl reflects the surface that's underneath. So
This is amazing. See, this is why. So I'm the idea person in the world where I come in and clap the hands. I'm like, this is what I envision. Just press a button and it's
Yeah.
done.
Uh-huh.
And that's how I like envision that. You're like, no, there's actually a process. There's like a whole science behind this that
Yes,
takes the
uh-huh.
experts. That's why I'm not in the field, and I would leave
Yeah.
it to you, wonderful experts, to make it look beautiful.
thank you.
So. I have a question because I like a little bit of curveballs. This isn't
Ooh.
too much of a curveball.
Cool.
So I know you just did an anime.
Uh-huh.
So what is one of the craziest things that you wouldn't expect from someone to come in and ask for?
I have a few.
Okay, nice.
Like I'm ready for this curveball.
Love it.
This first one actually is a really cool story. So we had someone reach out and they said, "Can you please print and install a wrap for my baby's helmet?" And we were like, "Okay." I'm thinking like a bike helmet. And we get sent over the picture, and it was actually a baby that just got out of NICU and had a NICU helmet.
Yeah.
And what was kind of crazy about that was that the helmet has to be on like 23 and a half hours a day. So they brought the sweetest, cutest little angel over. And the parents had found a print that was like Janis Joplin and AC/DC.
Yes.
Oh, it was a sick wrap. We're like, you're the coolest parents ever. But so they brought the baby in, and we're waiting in the lobby while we're wrapping the helmet for the baby.
Was it still on the kiddo's head?
No, we had taken it off. So we were like on a time crunch, and we
yeah.
don't know anything. Brady and I don't have kids. We know nothing about kids. We're like, is this okay? And they're like, you have 30 minutes. You can do it. And the wrap turned out really great, and it was awesome. And probably one of my favorite things that was kind of off the wall.
Yeah.
We've done razors, like ATV, UTVs.
Okay.
Dirt bikes, and I think that's it. For the craziest one was definitely that NICU.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
My kiddo had 3 different helmets, so
Oh,
I can
really?
complete. Oh yeah, the kid has gone through his stuff. Let's just put it that way. I never thought about doing a wrap.
Yeah.
So that's a really thinking outside of the box. That's very, very cool.
Totally, yeah.
Awesome for Janis Joplin.
Right?
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah. I was in the NICU listening to lullabies from Nine Inch Nails and Metallica. So heck yeah to those parents. Way to get your kiddos starting off with rocking. It's like,
Right.
yeah.
So
I mean, if
cool.
you're going to be banging, do it with the helmet on. Sorry.
For sure.
Sorry. With my kid. I'm putting myself under the
Totally.
bus with that. Okay.
But these parents were cool too, and if they were sitting here, they'd be giggling. Too.
Okay.
They're like, heck yeah, you're right.
Sorry. I meant just like head banging. That's
For
all
sure.
I meant. Okay. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to hear about that one. Well, one other thing.
Yeah.
You guys provide financing too.
Yes.
For those of you that want to do the really sick wraps, especially
sure.
the fleets. So explain that a little bit.
Yeah, so we have 2 financing options. We have private financing through Sunbit, which takes just seconds to apply, and it's kind of like your Afterpay, Affirm type thing. But that's a great option for our private clients. But the financing I'm super pumped about is for commercial business owners. A lot of times people come to us and we're their first purchase. Like they're trades, plumbers, electricians, and they know that your vehicle, it's like getting your own storefront, right? Like that's going to be your first impression.
Right.
That it's an important thing to start. And I love these business owners. I'm like, you're going to be so happy with your purchase because these wraps work.
Yeah.
But the financing program that we are with, we went with them because they have a focus in trying to get financing to new businesses. And that was really important to us, is the guy who's, like, we did a new HVAC company 2 weeks ago. We designed his logo, we did his brand guideline, and then the first thing he did was his wrap. And it was, we just love that, like, true organic right at the start, passionate. They haven't been beat up by owning a business yet. They're bright-eyed. We love that. And so catering to the new business is really important to us. And that financing actually goes up to $250,000.
Oh, nice.
So that could be if you have a space that needs a storefront and a sign and you need a few trucks wrapped, that it can encompass all of that.
That is amazing. You're a one-stop shop for all these marketing needs. That's so important. I agree. I remember the beginning days, but I feel like we're still kind of in that honeymoon stage. You know,
Yeah, totally.
You know, the first 5 to maybe even 10 years is, you know, you're still kind of
Totally. Well, and
hitting
it's
the
like
pavement running.
the daily of like, this is the best idea we ever had. This is so fun when you're celebrating a win to like 45 minutes later. We did this on purpose.
Oh yeah.
We signed up to do this.
Again, I said that today. No jokes aside at lunch. I'm like, I am such a glutton for punishment because I put this on me, right? And it's
Totally.
like, it is, those peaks and valleys can come really quickly because it's always, because we're reinventing the wheel.
Totally.
And then you're like, heck yeah, we're reinventing the wheel. And you go, oh crap, this takes a lot of work.
For sure.
But look at the results of everything that you're doing. I want to talk, Brian Hart. You did his wrap, right?
Yeah,
I loved his car.
Yes.
When I first met him, that's the first thing that I saw was his car.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes. Brian
So-
at Frame Day Art is, when we were brand new, we were in the back of a dirty mechanic shop and a gutted car wash attached to a Conoco.
Love it.
That was our first business. So like,
Cool.
and we started with $0. I mean, like, we truly were ground zero. We had a humble beginning, to say the most. And Brian, I joined the chamber right away when I started the business. We joined right away. I met Domingo at Rooted 303.
Yeah,
He was a neighbor of ours. We were kind of in a nonprofit alley by Cafe 180. And Brian just instantly, just like Papa Bear, took us under his little wing. And he was like, you need to meet this person. You need to go do this. And he was actually our first commercial wrap we ever did.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That was amazing. It's, man, you guys are perfectionists. And it's so beautiful. Truly,
Thank
the
you.
first time I met him, I saw his car and I go, who did your car? And I hadn't really
yeah.
gotten to know you yet. He was like, oh, you need to meet Cassandra. I'm like, because that stood out and I knew exactly what he did. It's amazing.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Okay, so everyone this Saturday, go to the Englewood Block Party.
Yes.
Come hang out with a whole bunch of 10,000 of your closest friends. Come say hi to Cassandra, learn more about all of her wraps. She'll be in the Sobo Lounge,
Yeah,
not
like
Lobo Lounge.
South Broadway.
Sobo Lounge.
Yes.
And
It's
yes.
bougie, but you don't need to be bougie to enter. It's just that there's nice seating. I want to clarify
There's
that.
nice eating, yeah.
I just want to
You're going to go hang out in Bubbles.
Anybody,
Bring
please
your
come.
kids.
Bring your
Of
kids.
course.
It's fun. It's casual. It's a great day.
Be comfortable, be warm, and come have a cocktail or a non-cocktail.
Yep.
Speaking of, if you need some help from that, please reach out. I'm also in recovery, so I absolutely support everyone that wants a new start in their life. That's super important.
It's never too late.
It's never too late.
Never too late.
I knew a gal who was in her 90s and was like, it's time. I'm like, perfect. You know when you are ready.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure. I wish, you have all these different signs along the world that kind of go, hey, now's your time, but we always figure it out when we're ready, right?
Yeah. And if you're looking for a sign, this is your sign.
Exactly. This is
Could
your
be.
sign.
This could be
literally
someone's sign.
have Cassandra make the sign for you,
And I will print it.
and she will print the sign for you, saying this is your sign. I love it. Awesome. And then Cars and Courage is the following Saturday on the 30th,
August
and that's
30th.
in your stomping grounds.
Yep,
11
that's
to
literally
3.
at our place. Information on Facebook and the Eventbrite link to donate to the Crisis Center or sign up to show a vehicle.
You're so amazing. Well, anything else that you wanted to make sure that we mentioned? You do so much stuff. We could uncover so many cool things.
I have one little plug.
Ooh, awesome.
So we've been working with the Sustainable Business Partnership of the Tri-Cities.
Okay.
And we've been working with Circular Colorado, which is a nonprofit. And we've recently teamed up with Avery Dennison, which is an international manufacturer of vinyl.
Okay.
And they are going to be supporting our pilot for a recycling program for the backing paper from vinyl, which is
Cool.
the first in North America, which sounds insane, but it's true. The plug here is that the name of the game in recycling economics is volume. And so I'm looking to connect with different vinyl wrap shop owners, print shop owners, factories that have backing paper from labels. We have information on my website under sustainability about how to get involved and about the program and the volume. We need your volume, and we are really looking forward to kind of starting a new change in our industry that is going to be modeled in different states and probably across the whole country.
Are you going to ever run for office? Because I would vote for you.
No, because
Okay.
my Facebook college pictures.
Oh,
But I'll take your vote.
I don't get political, but I am at the moment. You've seen who we've had over the last, I think you're good.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's not
That's
taking a
out the
stance on
that's out
anyone
the
in
window now.
particular.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want them to surface to know what I actually did in my 20s.
Yes.
If anyone's listening or watching, if you have a picture, that'd be great. I'd love
Yeah.
to know. Just a whole
We'd
decade
like to connect
worth.
some dots.
It'd be great. Yeah, I would love it. No, I think, you are so community oriented and amazing and a good head on your shoulders.
Well,
So
thank you.
thank you for the sustainability. So,
Yeah.
man, okay, so your website is fourthdimensionwg.com and you have all the information on there as well.
Yes.
Again, 720-803-8700 is, and can they text you at that number
They
as
can
well?
text also.
Look at you, kicking butt, taking names. Text or call. Fourth Dimension Wraps and Graphics. And please do go on, of course, your website, Facebook. I loved it. I saw that pink card today. I'm like, I want it. That's so pretty. And you guys are killing it with social media, the whole 9 yards. I truly am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Truly, what you've done, I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of
Because I don't
course.
pause enough to think about that. So thank you. And thanks for having me here
Oh,
today.
of course.
We've been networking past each other for years.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we finally made this happen.
No,
because
this is
this was
so-
just lovely.
This is amazing. Well, definitely mark your calendars for next Saturday for the Englewood Block Party and the following Saturday at your stomping grounds at Fourth Dimension Wraps and Graphics.
Let's do it.
Cassandra, I love you. You're amazing. Thank you for coming in. And for all of you that are listening and watching, thank you so much for tuning in. And definitely stay tuned. We have a full hour coming up of Colorado-only musicians, which I personally love. That's, of course, what we promote, Colorado community, every day, Monday through Friday, 7 to 8. So definitely stay tuned for that. So you all take care and enjoy the rest of your week.